Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to continue talking about the price of Terra Luna because a lot of you are obviously anxious because you do not really know exactly how the price of Luna is going to be performing in relation to BTC, because BTC apparently is having a lot of temper tantrums, and this is one of the reasons why it's very imperative of us to figure out exactly what is going to happen so that we can come up with a very good plan. So basically, just like I talked about in yesterday's episode, right? I told you that I was taking profit right around this particular level. So starting from 76 all the way up to 85, if we had the privilege of of rather pumping to 85. So I started taking profit as indicated in yesterday's episode. So I really hope that you guys can go back and watch yesterday's analysis, because I did absolutely nail everything, and I also gave you the fact, or rather the reasons why I really think the price is going to continue dropping and going below this liquidity level right over here, because we have high liquidity below this particular threshold, because we did initially pump and break out of this particular lines of resistance. But to me, I really believe this is not really going to last long, and we are definitely bound to have a retest of about $44. So if you take a look at this particular price drop as far as Luna is concerned, right, this is probably more than a 30%, which really coincides with my Bitcoin analysis, because I told you that the price of Bitcoin is obviously going to drop below 30,000 in the next coming few weeks. So this is going to happen in March 2022. Remember, March 2020 was a very hectic, crucial year, because we obviously did experience this particular breakdown as far as the price of Bitcoin is concerned. So let me just take you to the price action that we had in March 2022. So I'm sure you guys remember the coronavirus mania and how it really affected the prices. But this time around, right, we are obviously having the battle between Russia and Ukraine, and obviously the markets are reacting in a very negative way. So this is obviously going to be like an accelerator, and it's really going to be able to influence the markets in a negative way, because everything right now is like literally coming to a standstill. There's a lot of uncertainty. And the other point that I would love to share with you is the fact that the S&P 500 hasn't been performing very well. So if you take a look at the S&P 500, right, these are the futures. So in the past few hours, we have been dropping down. Of course, we did have a significant pump, but I really believe this was just like a liquidation hunt, or rather a short squeeze, because there were a lot of people who are, or rather there are still a lot of people who are shorting the market. So this particular bounce on the S&P 500, by the way, right now we're actually looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. So if you take a look at this particular bounce that we had, right, this was obviously a breather, a pullback before the continuation towards the downside. So if you look at the 3-day time frame, right, it's obviously looking very nasty at this particular moment. We are not even close to a reversal, and right now we have broken below all the major sort of support lines from the bottom, if you know what I'm saying. And here we got rejected. We definitely got a definite rejection right over here. So to me, this is obviously going to take us way lower. You know, it's going to be chaotic from here, and we're going to experience lower and lower prices. That is as far as the S&P 500 is concerned. So getting back to BTC, right, now that you guys understand that BTC directly correlates with the stock markets, right, this is one of the reasons why we obviously had a major pump the other day. On the 24th of February, we did experience a bounce on BTC, and this was also a major line of support, because obviously previously we did end up using this particular level as a doji, and a lot of people might say, look, Muna, we are bouncing off of the red line, because the red line is the 200 simple moving average, and it is a very significant level of support. But what's going to happen in the next coming few days, I really believe that we are going to have a death cross on the 3-day time frame. Remember, I am looking at the 3-day time frame right now, right? But if we look at the 1-day time frame, right, we already experienced a death cross right over here. So on 10th February, this is when we experienced a death cross, and it is definitely expanding. So expect weird things to happen as far as the markets are concerned. So a lot of you might be wondering, hey Mona, what the hell is a death cross? So basically a death cross is when a fast moving average crosses below a slow moving average, if you know what I'm saying. So the blue line is actually the 100 simple moving average, while the red line is the 200 simple moving average. So officially on the daily time frame, we have experienced a death cross, which is obviously going to be very chaotic, and we might potentially experience some pretty red action according to history. But the daily death cross is not really as significant as a 3-day death cross. So if you take a look at how the lines are going to be panning out in the near future, right, it is obviously bound to happen a little bit later, but we still have a lot of time, so anything can happen. So we'll see what's going to happen. We are definitely going to keep our ears to the ground, and we're going to be observing what's going to be happening on a daily basis. But I'm just giving you a heads up saying, look, the markets are not really looking too good at this particular moment, and we could potentially end up dropping further below, because we have absolutely bearish signals across the board. So if you take a look at the weekly time frame as well, the weekly time frame is also pretty chaotic at this particular moment, because damn, we had a pullback and probably we're going to have a continuation. So usually what happens is the liquidity is taken down. So if you take a look at this, right, there's obviously way much more liquidity below 30,000 US dollar level. So I really expect the next coming 2 to 3 weeks to be ultra bearish, and then if we produce a doji candle, then we can have an absolute reversal towards the upside. So obviously since 24th January, we really experienced like a very great market, but this time around, right, we are continuing towards the downside, because if you guys know anything about Elo wave, right, this could be the ABC type of move, and then when it completes, we have that reversal. So obviously more downside is bound to happen. This is obviously going to be happening. So getting back to Terra, now that you guys understand where I'm coming from, right, this is one of the reasons why I really expect a very good entry to emerge on Terra, or rather on Luna, if the prices go below 44, at least 44. So at this particular moment, just like I told you yesterday, right, I did offload a whole lot of profits off of the table, and in case the price continued pumping, right, in case we ended up going to 86 or even the previous all-time high, which is around 103, I would definitely have offloaded more. So at this particular moment, I am dollar cost averaging out of my positions and just anticipating that dramatic drop towards the downside. So getting back to BTC, because everything is directly correlated, so this is why I keep on switching back and forth between Luna and BTC. So I expect some support levels to play a key role as far as the trajectory of BTC is concerned. So the immediate support that we have of BTC is probably going to be around, it's going to be around these levels. So let me go to the daily time frame so that you guys know and understand what I'm talking about, right? So obviously the next line of support is going to be around 36,500, and later on we're going to have a little bit of bouncing back action between 34 and 33. So the next stop from here is probably going to be between 36,500 to around 35,000. So the price could potentially bounce, and we could end up have like a little bit of a rally, then continue going down, then again bounce, then sort of range, and then finally decide whether we're going to continue going down towards 27 to 30,000, or we're going to have it reverses to the top. So if you guys know anything about technical analysis, it's all about probabilities. It's all about probabilities. So at this particular moment, right, I'm just giving you both scenarios. So at this very moment, I really believe that the downside action is bound to happen. So when this particular ranging action becomes apparent, I'm going to give you my further analysis to tell you exactly what is going to happen, whether we're going to continue going down below 30,000, or if we're going to have a major reversal up towards 40k, even 58,000. So these are the types of things that a lot of people really don't get to consider. It's all about highest probabilities, and it's all about different scenarios. So I really hope that you guys understand both scenarios that can take place. So as far as Luna is concerned, it's doing very well. It's 26.9 billion US dollars with a healthy trading volume of around 2.2 billion, especially during these trying times. So to me, this has been a very impressive cryptocurrency, and it has been a very good performer. And I really expect the ecosystem to continue expanding, because I really believe that these guys are here to stay, and they have been doing very well for the past few days. So if you look at the overall volume on Binance as far as Luna is concerned, Luna has been having a very healthy volume of Luna USD, which is around 481 million US dollars, and the volume is up by about 21%, so which is absolutely amazing. And the volume has been going up gradually and consistently on a very long period. So that to me is very it's something that I'm looking forward to, and it's something which is exciting and soothing, if you can put it that way, because you do not just want pumps and dumps. You want to see genuine interest, and people are genuinely interested in Terra Luna. So at this particular moment, right, we're obviously going to be glued, and we're going to keep our ears to the ground, because we definitely need to go above the previous all-time high, which was around 103. So anything below $86 to 103, there is still bound to be a heavy correction, especially during these trying times that the S&P 500 is obviously struggling. BTC is looking sluggish as well. So there's absolutely no reason for you guys to feel left out. So in case you haven't had the time to accumulate a whole lot of Luna, I mean, there's obviously going to be a whole lot of upcoming opportunities in the future. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, this is what Beyond 10x is doing. This is what Mona is doing. I am in USD Tether at this particular moment, and I'm not really going to be rushing to buy back in, because I know for a fact we might have another black swan event. And also one could easily say that we experienced a clear rejection. Okay, and if we are going to be able to maintain and remain above 35,700 in the next coming 7 days, then perhaps we could have a reversal towards the upside. So this to me is a very crucial area. Once we go back to 35,500, right, and we have a major bounce and we keep on using it as support, to me that is going to be a trigger for me to re-strategize and just reanalyze everything. But as it stands, it's a little bit tricky right now. So that's all I had for you as far as Terra is concerned. Remember, I am planning to buy back a whole lot of Terra around the 44, 45, 46 dollar level. This is when I'm planning to get back in, and then just trying to see what can happen. So we could potentially see a 30 to 40% price drop as far as Luna is concerned. And yes, in the future, this particular coin is absolutely is going to be crazy. It is a very great contender as far as the top 10 coins are concerned, and I really believe that this is a must have coin. But you have to understand the market's moving cycles. Right now the world is going through a whole lot of problems, so it is very important for us to be very realistic. So I really believe Terra could reach $1,000 in the next bull market, and this is probably after Bitcoin sort of reaches its absolute bottom as far as the correction is concerned. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, my worst case scenario for Bitcoin and the crypto markets in general is probably Bitcoin going as low as 20,000 US dollars, because we haven't retested the previous all-time high. So worst case scenario for BTC is between 17,000 to about 20,000 US dollars, and if that happens, best believe a lot of your favorite altcoins are going to be destroyed. But that doesn't really mean that we're not going to have another bull market, because you know the prices are going to be bought back, and this is how whales make money, by just basically getting to manipulate your emotions. So this is one of the reasons why you have to be very, very focused, and you have to look at the charts as they are, and you have to be realistic when it comes to trading. So be realistic, and you guys are going to be able to make a whole lot of money. So anyway, this is all I had for you. I'll be back again with another Terra Luna price prediction pretty soon. So yeah, please tell me your other top 10 cryptocurrencies that you guys are trading. The other coin that I would love to really aggressively accumulate is Crabada. Crabada is definitely one of those good ones, and this one is very volatile. Today is down. It is down by about 15%, and I really believe you know, it could potentially go to around 25 cents to about 30 cents. So that's the only area and level that I'm looking forward to accumulating Crabada. So there's a lot of other coins as well. There's TTK, which I'm aggressively still accumulating, because this one I really believe is going to do very well once everything sort of simmers down, and there's bound to be a reversal. So these are long-term holds for me. So guys, just stick around, be with me, and I'm going to be giving you the absolute blueprint to make money. So moral of the story today is be in USD Tether for the most part. Reserve your capital, and make sure you are far away from the chaos, especially when that nasty drop comes. And best believe BTC is about to go below 30,000 US dollars, and then we're going to re-strategize and just figure out what we're going to do. So this is all I had for you today. It's been your boy Mona, aka Beyond 10x. You guys have been awesome, and remember, I do have a financial consulting agency. I do help people with their cryptocurrency portfolios, and I just help them strategize and make a whole lot more money. If you guys have got, you know, like a very significant portfolio and you just don't know exactly what to do, you can always send me an email. I'll be able to give you a free consultation and just let you know that you need to do this, reshuffle here, do this, do A, B, C, D. This is how you're going to be able to maximize and make a whole lot of money. This is basically what I do. So please make sure you reach out to me. My email is probably in the comment section or on my description or even on my YouTube channel. You guys already know how to get a hold of me. I'm very easy to find, you know. So yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit later. You guys have been awesome. Bye.